And then we want to talk about film real quick before we expose the screen. I chose two pieces of film here. One is more opaque than the other, the black area. A lot of people use vellum, works, but when you start doing thicker films and high density screens and stuff like that, you really want to have a clear piece of film. This is a clear piece of film and a black area. The blacker the better, and hopefully it blocks out most or all the light. And if you want to pass these around, you can see one is not very opaque. They'll both work, but when you start getting into the thicker films and the high density films and stuff like that, it's one of my pet peeves because people say, I can't do high density or I can't do this. Well, it's usually starts at the film level. And if you want to pass it around, take a look at it. I'm sure a lot of people know about it, but I want to make sure everybody does. And then we want to talk about squeegees. Sometimes when you order a squeegee from your distributor, they'll just sell you a squeegee. The middle of the road squeegee is about a 70 durometer. They come in a lot of different durometers, and I want to make sure everybody knows that. I've used down to 55. It's almost like an eraser rubber. It's basically that color also. And then we go to 60, 65, 70, 75, usually about an 80 and an 85. Depending on the manufacturer, they'll either have 160, it might be a 65 or a 60, or a 70 or a 75. But they're all different colors, all different manufacturers change their colors. And then what we have also is what we call a triple durometer, where they've sandwiched a hard durometer in between two soft layers on both sides. And what they do with that is they want that soft layer touching the ink and the substrate, but they back it up with a backbone so it doesn't double over and bend and become, it's not a good printing scenario. And that one comes in a, usually there'll be a 70, 90, 70, okay?